If you are a person who has ever felt left out by a friend or hurt by a friend, this video is for you. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video with me, your girl Andangulani. If you happen to be seeing me for the first time, my name is Ayanda. Welcome to the channel. Please make sure you stick with the team by subscribing and hitting the notification button so you know every time I post new videos. And if you're returning, hello there boo, I am glad you're back. I am glad I am back. I'm glad we haven't forgotten our meeting spot. Hi guys, this is our very first makeup video of 2026 and today I am coming at you with a twist. We are also going to be reflecting on friendship breakups, and if you are a person who has ever felt left out by a friend or hurt by a friend, this video is for you. Okay, I am you and you are me. Let's get on with it. Okay, yes chommies, so don't mind me. I'm using a mirror. I'm gonna be looking down a lot because I'm trying to do my eyebrows and I'm willing to see what I'm doing with my eyebrows. Okay, so while we touch on friendship breakups, okay, we're gonna reflect on that because that had like a very big impact on my life. And I just feel like I just turned a certain age, and the age that I'm turning this year, 2026, is to be celebrated. But also I just feel like I need to find ways that I can celebrate without involving friends, because yeah, a party is not a party without friends. But also, like, how can I make a party when I don't have friends, you know? So I'm willing to get ideas from you guys on how to celebrate myself without feeling like I need friends, a group of friends, or like a large group of people. I just want to celebrate to the most. This year is about happiness, and I'm willing to live in my joy this year. Before I do that though, I want to reflect, okay, because this has been eating me and I just feel like other people out there are also experiencing the same. So I just feel like I want to be understood, you know, because most of the time, sometimes we feel ununderstood, understood, ununderstood. I don't know. English is not my mother tongue, but you get what I'm saying, right? Yeah. So let's do my eyebrows while I tell you guys about how I feel about friends, my future ideas revolving around the topic of friendships. Okay, yeah, let's do this. I feel nervous because this is such a personal topic for me. It is, because I'm the type of person who wants to have that one friend. I don't believe in friendship trials or even friend groups. I enjoy having that one friend who's like a sister to me, or like someone who's very close to me. Okay, yeah. So I moved here home, this side where I'm staying now, in 2012. Okay, in 2012 I encountered a group of friends in a new school, and I so wanted them to stay in my life forever because I enjoyed their company. I enjoyed how they made me feel. I enjoyed how they included me. I enjoyed how they saw me as a person. Yeah, that was me, and I very much valued friendships. Let me take a break from talking and do my eyebrows. You know me with talking and doing. Sometimes I can't multitask, but stick around to hear me out. Okay, we're gonna reflect together. Just stay there, get some popcorn, get some juice, stay hydrated. It's hot in Durban, it's summer nje. just make sure you are ready, because I am going to spill out everything, every thought, every second piece of what I think. Okay. So in my friend group in 2012, I made 4 friends, and there were 4 of us. Okay. So I experienced my first friendship breakup in 2013, because I had to choose myself, and I told the other 2 that I don't mind them continuing being friends with the friend that I was break-upping with, because she was young, but she was toxic. Like, she was young, but she was toxic. She had habits of doing things somehow, and I couldn't figure her out. I couldn't understand how to make her a better friend to me and the rest of the group. So I chose at that age to just exclude myself from them. I was fine with being friends with the other 2, but this one friend I had to drop because she was stressing me out and I couldn't take the stress. So I broke up with her in 2013, and the other 2 friends chose me. They chose to also break up with her and be friends with me. Well, we were young, and I don't think that they had thought about it. They thought about breaking up with the other girl because I think that they liked her just as much as they liked me. But they chose me because I think I didn't give them stress. That's why. She was stressful, okay? She was very stressful, that girl. So I chose to exclude myself from the group, and then the 2 other girls followed me. And I thought, well, that's a big sign of I love you, you know? I trusted them with my life, and I couldn't imagine myself without them around the school premises, or even life after primary. I just wanted to be friends with them forever. And if you think of forever, it's a never-ending timeline. That's how much I liked myself around them, and I enjoyed my company, their company, I mean. Yeah. And then it was time for us to move to high school. Well, my mom chose a different school for me, but the other 3, including the ex-friend, they went to the same school. Okay. So that's where we separated. That was my second noticeable friendship breakup, you know. And I took it very well because I understood that our paths have differed. I have found a new school, I must make new friends and all of that. But this one girl, there was this one girl that I loved with all my heart, and I continued my relationship with her. And I just loved how we treated each other. I just, well, in my own thought process, I thought we were perfect for each other. But as years went by, I started realizing that she was making other friends, and my fantasy friendship of just me and her being friends, being the best of friends, was non-existent, you know. But I chose to ignore it and continue being friends with her because I just felt like she was so good for me, and I felt like she was the best and the best of friend I ever had. It went to a point where we started calling each other sisters. That's how deep it went, you know. So I never thought that one day I will have to break up with her, or I will have to not see her, not talk to her. I talked to her every day. I was so close to her that I felt like she was my walking diary. She knew everything about me, everything, even the things that she was not supposed to know. She knew because I would tell her everything, and we socialized every day, you know. And we started growing apart because our paths were not the same, you know. Our lives were different and we were interested in different things. And I'm not gonna lie, I felt jealous when she made other friends. I just felt like she was replacing me. I felt like I was losing a bond with her because she had other friends. She had new best friends. She had a girl that she called her best friend, and I was a sister. That's how she, I don't know, differentiated us. I was her sister and that other girl was her best friend. And I feel like that was when I started to lose a little bit of interest bits by bits on her, because she had this best friend, this other best friend besides me. And what turned me off the most was the fact that she started telling my business to her best friend, because obviously I was worrying her. I had a lot of things I was telling her, whether they were negative or positive. I would share with her shamelessly because I just felt like she was my best friend and she was never gonna judge me or leave me for any other girl in the world. I just felt that special to her, okay? So our friendship started going when she started dating, and I saw her choosing other people, like choosing other friends, choosing her boyfriends above me. And not to sound like obsessed or anything, I'm the type of person, when I have a friend, they're very important to me. Like, they're very important to me. I would drop anything and everything just to attend my friend and to make them feel seen, valued, you know. And I expected the same energy. I did get the same, and not the same, similar energy from her, but I just felt like I was overgiving. I was a bit too much for her to replicate what I was doing to her. I don't know if I'm making sense. Sometimes English can be, but I hope I'm understandable. So this girl, we were close, we were really close, and I just felt like I was giving her all of my time, all of my energy. Sometimes I would go to school and come back and check on her no matter how tired I was. But I started realizing that my friend was valuing other people more than she valued me. Because most of the times when I would invite her to my birthday celebration, I would call it a birthday celebration because most of the time on my birth dates, I'm usually with my family and I enjoy it like that. But sometimes I just want the touch of having friends with me on my birthday, and I've never experienced that. She would always have an excuse not to come to see me on my birthday. Sometimes she would post me, sometimes she would not, and I wouldn't question her or even tell her I felt left out because she did that, okay? So like, our friendship dynamic was perfect in my eyes, but with people around me who cared for me and loved me, they shared their thoughts and they shared what they thought of our friendship. And then I started to realize, I opened my eyes and I noticed stuff. I noticed that we didn't see each other in the same lens, I was the type of friend who was doing too much. It was as if I was begging for the friendship, and it took a lot of realizing and writing it down and reflecting to understand myself and what I wanted in a friend, So yeah, I paid attention and our relationship started because I I started not giving her the same energy as I was giving her previously. I started wanting the same energy and craving it from her so much that I wanted her to notice that I was, starting to distance myself from her, but she didn't realize it and she didn't notice because she had so many other friends around her and they were making her happy, sharing my business and stuff like that, which is not wrong. Sharing with your best friend is not wrong. I just feel like it's wrong when you share your other best friend's business with your other best friend. And that's my point. I don't want too many friends because I don't want that to happen. I don't want a chance for that to happen. I just love the intimacy that's between two friends and nothing more than two friends. Just me and you and no one else. You understand? So yeah, I just felt like she needed other friends and not me. So I started distancing myself. But when I distanced myself from her, I realized that she was enjoying it because she wasn't complaining. I just felt like all my life I was bothering her because, when someone troubles you and you love them, when they start to stop troubling you, you go after them and you're like, what's going on? Like, you're not texting me anymore. You're not phoning me every day. What's going on? Like, those type of questions were not surfacing. So I realized that no, this friend enjoys her life without me. And I was forcing myself the whole time to be friends with her. And I started realizing that even when we went to high school, the ex-friend became her best friend again after I took a turn to go to another school and the three of them, went to the same school. They ditched one, and two, the one that I love and the the ex-friend became best of friends. And they just did stuff together. They would include me when they were in trouble, and they needed my help. And I didn't mind because at that time they were my perfect friends. And I didn't mind taking back the ex-friend at the time when we were in high school, because I just felt like I trusted my beloved friend to choose the right people for us to, form friendships with, even though I had taken the chance or the choice to leave the friendship with the ex-friend. I don't know if I'm making sense, guys, but I want you to know, I want you to know that this type of friendship that I trusted so much and believed in, when it failed, it crushed me. It crushed me slowly. It crushed me inside, and every day felt like a day for realizing, for reflecting, for retrusting myself and my choices. I just felt like, yeah, man. Yeah, okay, guys. So when I lost my friend, that particular friend, it hit me deep. I just started to question myself if I'm a good friend. I just started to question my worth. I just started to question if everything we shared was real and true, or was she doing it for the sake of just doing it? Or I just questioned myself, a lot of things that I couldn't find answers to. I have new blenders. Yeah, I questioned myself. Every day felt like realizing. I reflected. I wrote on my diaries that I eventually burnt because they were full of like thoughts that were deep. I just felt like I needed a new turn. I needed a new I don't know, new way to express myself to the world. I needed to change myself entirely because I couldn't understand why and how I lost my friend, and why she didn't fight for me, that she didn't fight for our friendship. She just kept quiet. It just felt like she ghosted me, and she was happy that I was finally like distancing myself from her. And I would ask myself if there was anything wrong I did to her. I would ask myself if I needed to apologize for anything. And that hit me hard. Like, a lot of days were spent just thinking about the friendship, because the friendship with the beloved friend, it was more than 10 years of friendship. She was my best friend. She was my partner. She was a person that I felt very happy around, and I just couldn't believe it when it like failed. I just never thought it would, you know. I just never thought she would leave me. I just never believed that she would find better friends. I thought I was her perfect friend, and she's my perfect friend. And that just changed the way I view friendships. It just changed the way I you know, interact with people, my friend group. Yeah, people, my friend group, my peers rather. It just changed everything, and I so wished that I had a way to fix the friendship, to make it as perfect as it was in my eyes and in my thoughts, you know. I just never I never understood why she didn't say anything when our friendship was, you know, failing. She just kept quiet, and that made me believe that she really didn't want me in her life anymore. And I accepted it, because me personally, I don't like being a nonsense to someone. Like, I don't like being the type of person who is needy and follow you around and wants you like this, like up front. I want you to want me when I want you, and if you don't want me when I want you, that's a perfect sign for me to leave, you know. And if you choose someone who's more perfect than me, I feel happy for you. I feel happy that at least you realize what you want. And I just feel like when someone leaves me, it's my chance to go and look for what I want, you know. Yeah, so that's how my friendship with this person ended, and it affected me a lot, because I don't make friends the same way I used to, you know. My past experiences, I used to spot someone who's gonna be my friend from a distance. I used to look at someone coming like this, and I would spot that person and say, this person is gonna become my friend, and we're gonna become like best of friends. Okay guys, but right now, currently in my life, when someone tries to befriend me, it's a constant thought, ukuthi, when are they gonna leave me? Why are they gonna leave me? Like, I'm always feeling like at some point our friendship is gonna fail, and I'm going to have to go through the same portal I went through, losing my best friend. And believe me, I don't believe in friendships the same way I used to. Like, your friends used to be my top priority. But when my friendship failed with this particular person, I just felt like I would never experience the same friendship with anyone, and I would never put myself in a position to love another person's child the same way I did with that friend. And if she didn't believe that I loved her, I really did. Like, I really did. Like, deep down. And I used to tell her that if by any chance I leave Earth early, I want her to be a constant reminder to my parents that they had a daughter like me. That's how deep I loved her. But if she didn't realize that, and if she left me for whatever reason, or she didn't fight for our friendship for whatever reason, it just breaks me. I don't want to lie. I don't see my peers the same way. When I come to a place, or a new place, or I'm starting a new school. Making friends is not one of my intentions, I don't want to lie. But if I do make friends, or if I do like meet someone who likes me and I like them, I don't shut them out. I do talk to them, but I never hope to be their best friend or their friend, because I know how it feels to lose a friend. It can cut deep. And I don't want to lie, I think it's better to lose a boy, to break up with a boy, than to lose a friend. Like, a friend is so personal, and a friend, I don't know, I love having friends. I love having a friend. Let me correct myself there. I love having a friend that understands me, that sticks with me, that forms like a deep bond with me. And when I lost her, I just felt like, yo, I have to restart another friendship with another person, and then after 10 years they're gonna leave me again. Nah, I'm not interested in that. So what I'm interested in now is how to make my life like a happy living space for me, and not to miss anyone, like, and be lonely and sad. I want to experience life and be there, like, I don't know if you get me, but I want to have that groove back, be myself, and be expressive and wild and free and young, because I'm still young, even though but like the time is ticking, but I'm still young, and I still want to experience my life in my age. I don't know, let me find a better way to phrase this. Guys, this is how I want to phrase this. I want to live my life in my age. I don't want to feel any older or younger. I don't want to feel like pressure to act a certain age when I'm a certain age. You know, I just want to live my life the way I'm supposed to. I wanted to do pink, but I don't have pink in this palette or the other palette. The other palette has a lot of browns and nudes, and I just want to be lovely and pink, but it's fine. I'm gonna do this color for my eyeshadow. Yeah, guys, so that impacted me a lot, and I do not go to new places to make friends. Whenever I'm in a new place, I just want to get my business done and leave. And if I'm gonna get money by the end of what I'm doing, and that's even better, because it's like an investment. Time is currency, and I don't want to waste it. You know, I just want to use my time wisely, and, you know, create a life that's gonna make me happy. And I don't want to feel left out by anyone. I don't want to force any friends to become my friend. Yeah, you guys, so I just put on concealer, and I wanted to set a little bit before we blend it. I just want to continue where I left. I want to make friends, but I don't want to force myself to make friends. I don't want something that I'm gonna force. I want something authentic, and I'm hoping to meet someone who has the same mindset as me. I really am not willing to share a friend just as much as I am not willing to share my husband. I hope that one day I meet people who understand me and who thinks almost the same way as me, if not the same. And I hope I meet people who can teach me lessons without like breaking my heart or leaving me for other friends, like stuff like that. It's ridiculous. We can't be friends for 10 years and you're telling me you don't fight for me when we breaking up, like when we're separating. Because why? Exactly. Put on blush to make things nice. Okay, blush is my favorite part because you have to smile when you put it on. We're gonna use this brush. Yeah, so that's it on friends. I am not looking forward to making any friends, but just sitting next to a person and them telling me they like me, and that's how we form a friendship. I just hope that when I form a friend, next time I make a friend, it's gonna be a friend who thinks almost the same way as me, and who is willing to love somebody, and like not like, I don't know. Yeah, okay guys, so this is our final makeup look, and since I'm feeling pretty, I'm gonna tell you pretty things. Please stick around in this channel. You found yourself a friend. You don't need to feel bad for losing a friend. Losing a friend just means that you have found someone that you were not aligned to be with, but you made a bond with, and you are bound to leave each other because you are bound to meet the best for you, and they are going to meet what's best for them. Do not die from that friendship breakup. It's okay, it can be breathtaking, but it doesn't mean you're gonna die. Just stay strong and be hopeful for the future. A lot of people are in the earth. Maybe your best friend is in Australia. How about traveling? And I hope our reflection on friendships in the session helped you in some way, or you learned something. I know friendship breakups can be breathtaking, but that doesn't mean you're gonna die. You just take the lessons with you, and you'll be fine for the next relationship. But as for me, I'm gonna live my lifestyle as a girl without friends, and I'm gonna see how that works out for me. And I hope to see you guys having a good time. I hope to see your comments. I hope to see your reactions. A thumbs up, how about that? And please, please, please stay here. You have found yourself a friend. Stay here, subscribe, and I hope to see you on my next video. Hey guys, I'm so excited for 2026. I hope you are too. Yeah, let's do this together. Why not? Bye guys, love you a lot.